I need an intro song. All right, we're live, guys. Welcome back to the second episode of 2022
Yes.
of the Faddah Figures podcast. Showing up on time, we've got James and myself today.
Yo,
Kevin will be joining us shortly. He had
he is helping his in-laws.
some
He said
family duties.
he will be on at 8:15. Right now it is 8:02. I got my money that he is not going to be online at 8 because he
Over
didn't.
under.
Yeah, I don't know what he's helping with his in-laws, but I'm going to say if I was a betting man, he'll be on a little later, but it will not be on time.
So what have you been up to, James, since the last
Dude, I don't
episode?
even remember the last time. When was our last
It was like the first week of the year, probably.
First week of January? Dude, I don't even know what to talk about. Holy. I mean, yeah, I would say biggest thing is I actually ate at Olive Garden today.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
How
me and
was
Dad.
it? Did you
Dude,
eat
it's
in
crazy packed over
or
there. The
you
couple
ate
A
in?
one? No way. I was dumb. I was like, Diana, I was like, hey, let's eat in. And she was like, we have Maddie. Are you sure? And I was like, I think we can I think we pull this off. Let's just see. So we just went over there to the mall. I'm so glad we did
Wait,
not.
what time were you guys there?
Babe, what time do we go there? Like 4:30 ish.
Bro, we were there. We were there we were there like 6.
Yeah, like
We're there at 6.
yeah, it was freaking crazy packed when we were there. Like we were like, there's no way in heck we would be like. I was like, there's just too many people in there. It took about an hour to get our food for takeout. We ordered and then we walked around the mall. But yeah, it was pretty crazy packed and
So
the food was good.
overrated or underrated the food?
I mean, I've definitely had better Italian food in my life, but from
So
what I was expecting, my expectation of what it would be, definitely it met my expectations. It
is
was
this
good.
your first time eating Olive Garden?
No, I ate it like a long, long time ago when I was on the mainland, but it was
Okay.
like hella long time ago. Like, I really like them for their salad. I like their salads.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
everyone says. Their salads and their breadstick is
yeah. So
their
like
best thing.
we ordered and man, they give you a big portion of the salad. I thought it was like it's gonna be a little, I don't know, like side salad that they give you for your entree, but it was pretty big. I was like, wow, I was pretty impressed with their salad. Um, and then when you see my picture today, you're gonna know exactly why. Thank God we took it home. Because when you see this picture of Maddie, you're gonna be proud of me. You're gonna be proud of me. I was like, oh, I don't know if I could handle that if that happened at the Olive Garden.
But Shani and I have a gift card that's like 2 years old. Someone gifted us it for Christmas like 2 years ago.
Uh huh.
But the one over here just opened up, and we're not going all the way to Ala Moana for
Yeah, I
Olive
wouldn't go all
Garden.
the way to Almana for sure.
So we've had it, and we're like, it was supposed to be last weekend, but I don't know, something happened. We're like, we don't want to go to Olive Garden right now. So
Yeah. No,
probably this weekend we're gonna use our gift card.
yeah, you should definitely go. Yeah, you should. Diana said you should definitely sign up on the wait list online because when
Oh,
we
we're
went,
we're
there was
doing
a line
takeout.
already
We
out
do
there.
takeout. We don't do any dine-in situations at this point.
Yeah. No, that's smart.
But
And plus, it's just easier to just freaking eat at home now. I don't know.
we're also honestly not like super excited for it because we've both had it
Mm-hmm.
in California. We went, and
Yeah.
it's not like we're dying to eat it, but we
I
we,
don't. To be
we have a
honest,
gift card.
like usually when we go eat Italian food, we usually go to Bravo's.
Yes, yeah, Bravos
I
is top
actually
notch.
I actually like Olive Garden's chicken parmesan better
Really?
than but dude, nothing beats their garlic bread. Like their garlic knots at Bravo's,
Yeah.
nothing beats that. So I will still be going to Bravo's. So Bravo's, if you're listening, I'm pretty sure you're not. You still have our business.
Bravos is our
Yeah.
favorite Italian. Shani loves bravos.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, chicken parmesan just, I like my chicken parmesan kind of crispy outside, and I don't know, theirs is, I don't know how they cook it. It's just, I don't know. I definitely Olive Garden.
I guess it's what you're. That's. I mean, when I think of Italian, I don't think of chicken parm.
Oh, I guess that's true.
I
Wait, what do
think
you
of
say?
like pastas or
Yeah.
like fettuccine alfredo. Is that's like my go-to Italian.
Yeah, that's what
Fettuccine alfredo.
I ended up getting the tour of Italy. I think you get like fettuccine alfredo, chicken parmesan, and a lasagna. So it was a
That
lot of
sounds
food. I
good.
didn't finish it.
That
It was
sounds
a
good.
lot. Yeah.
That's funny though, because we went to dinner at Cheesecake Factory.
Dude, I feel
So
like
we were there
how
at like
long did you
5.
wait?
How long? No, we order online and we pick it up.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, that's smart. Because I was like, every time I see that man, I'm like, dude, there's always a line out there. I'm like,
Bro, we
I
got this thing down, man. You order it online and you just go pick it up.
yeah, no, that's smart. Wait, what'd you guys get at Cheesecake?
I got I think it's called Mama's Trio or something.
Mama's Trio. Okay.
Honestly, it's not the greatest, but
Why did you get it? Was it your
I
first time
don't.
getting
It's one. No, it's like my third, but it's every time I get it,
it? Dude,
it's like hit or miss.
that's your third time getting it, and you're like, it's not the. Just give them your money, bro. Don't even.
Yeah.
Just give them your. Hey, I'm gonna drive by. Here's my money. You don't have to give me no
It just
food.
fills me up. It fills me up, so I'm not starving.
That's so. Oh man. Oh wait. So let's show our pictures. Or
All right.
actually, do you want to wait till Kevin gets on?
No, I think we'll just roll into it because yeah. But so mine's it's a video, and I'll play it as I talk. But this is from back in December when Shazin and I did the adult youth bowling tournament.
Yeah.
So it took us a little while to actually get a good video of me actually striking and Shazin hitting some pins, and it's not even the nicest bowling shot, but it happened. So
Yeah.
I got a strike, and we had matching shirts. We felt pretty fly.
You guys have a team name?
No, I know. It's just
Dude,
two
you
of us.
should
Like we have
need a
like team
team name.
names. Okay, we're Team Ramones then, all right?
Yeah.
How's that? But bro, he
Nice.
killed it. He was like the youngest. I'm pretty sure he was like the youngest one there.
He's got a good curve.
Yeah, no gutter, no
Yeah.
bumpers, bro. And he was like smoking it. And if you watch it, like the one thing that everyone notices is like how comfortable he looks up there.
Yeah.
Like he's not nervous. Like he's just in his own little zone, like chilling. Like he's relaxed. And I was like, that's one of the biggest things I wanted for him to
Yeah.
get out of this. More than like bowling good or whatever. Just him being comfortable in competition and just being around, other kids and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was like my proudest moment yet.
So at this competition, there's no other kids bowling?
There's like high school kids.
Yeah, but
there's some like elementary kids like and stuff like that, but
okay.
he's definitely the youngest kid there.
Dang, dude, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool because other people like noticed him. So like after this tournament, I went home and I was like super proud dad moment. So I was like I posted it on like a Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I posted it with this video. And then there's like people that are like commenting like, "Hey, we were bowling next to you guys or 2 lanes down and we saw you guys. Tell your son that he's doing so good and keep it up and stuff." I'm like,
oh, that's cool.
Bro, he's like reaching other people, like other people are watching him.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he'll bowl. What, like, I'm assuming. I'm trying to think. Not every high school has a bowling club. Yeah, I mean,
not every, but a lot of them do. Like on this side, like Campbell has one.
Okay.
Copley High School.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and I think I want to say there's like if you don't have a full team, like you can do like individually. So like I know there's like a couple people from like other schools that do like individual stuff.
Okay. Well, I know like there's leagues and stuff, but I was like, oh, I wonder. Yeah, I know some schools have it.
Bro, because so in this tournament, if he placed high enough, with me, like if our combined scores placed high enough,
Yeah.
he could have got scholarship money. Like it
Oh,
goes into an
nice.
account. Yeah. So
That's cool.
all of these kids that win these younger tournaments, it goes into a college fund.
Oh, that's cool.
And then yeah, so then they can use it for college. So that's what's pretty cool. I was like, dang, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Hold on, let me share.
Wait, before I forget, dude, it's a big weekend. The Niners
Oh, don't worry. I was.
are in the
I'm.
playoffs,
I'm.
the
I'm waiting for that
NFC
comment. Don't worry. I'm.
NFC championships. So we've got the Niners here. So
All right. So, dude, her like this wasn't even as. It got worse. So this
that's
picture
good.
is like the beginning, and I was like, like on her chest. You don't see it because I took it off because I can't. I can't have that. She had spaghetti on her chest, bro.
Dude, that's
Brutal.
good. Look how happy she is. Look at that smile on her.
It
She
looked
looks
like
so
she freaking
content.
is a zombie and she just ate someone's neck. That's what this picture looks like. Like
That's
looks like she's a
good.
big vampire.
I love it.
But and it was funny, like every maybe couple of minutes she would bring her hands out like this because she wanted me to wipe her freaking hands.
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
messy. And I'm like, are you for real right now? I was like, dude, I wasted so much paper napkin or freaking paper towels. I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
like, are you serious right now? But yeah, that
That's
she's
awesome.
that took a lot. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Dude,
That
so Shazen, when he eats with his hands, when he
uh
first started, he would like eat right, and then it's all
yeah.
over his hands. And then at some point, he'll notice that his hands are dirty, and he freaks out, and he just does this, and food gets everywhere. And we're like, dude, calm down, calm down. And he's like, it's dirty, and we're like, dude, you're eating with your hands. Like, what does it matter? And
Dude,
he'll just like shake it off and fly it everywhere. And we're
I
like,
keep telling myself, I'm like, dude, I gotta teach her. We gotta teach her to eat with like forks and stuff. And I'm just like,
yeah,
it's gonna be so freaking messy. Like, I don't know. Well, we'll see. That was a lot. Like Dinah was like, breathe, James. Like I was sitting right next to her too, so I was like, I couldn't look. I was like, oh my god, I can't. Let me just eat my food. I
was
can't
Diana
focus and
laughing?
concentrate. Yeah, she was laughing.
I feel like it doesn't bother Diana as much as it bothers you.
No, it's weird. Yeah, it doesn't bother her. She's like, yeah,
Like
whatever.
she understands that
Yeah,
it's part
me,
of
I'm just
life.
like, God, she's so dirty.
It's the circle of life.
Like even the beach, like we're going to the beach tomorrow, early in the morning, and like I love, like I want to take Maddie out, but all I can think about sometimes is like, oh my god, all the
The
sand
sand.
that's gonna be all in her freaking diaper. Like it's gonna get into like I gotta think of all these contingencies. Like, okay, how am I gonna? Are we gonna bring an extra towel, put it on the car seat, so make sure the car seat doesn't get all sand all up in there, or do I just let get sand get in there and just clean the car seat later? Like, what?
Yeah, just vacuum it out.
Yeah, what's going on? But I was like, just so much stuff to like. Dude, I know I was gonna actually ask you, Shazen. I'm trying to think how old was Shazen when he was able to like you guys felt comfortable enough where he could just kind of play on his own and he can walk up and down the stairs
Walk up and down the stairs is a different
or like
thing.
come up and down the stairs. Doesn't have to walk, but like crawl or come down where you felt comfortable where you were like, you know what? I'm gonna let him play upstairs. I'm not gonna worry about it. Like he's cool. And then you're in the garage or something or downstairs watching TV.
Honestly, to this day, it's still like I'm still working on it till this day. Like I'll let him go do his thing upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll be like somewhere else. But I'm constantly like nervous. I'm like checking on
Really?
him.
I feel like Jason's so like
No, yeah, like he's chill. Like, but it's just in your head,
yeah.
you just have that thought. So like, I'll find myself constantly just calling his name just so he answers, just so I
Yeah.
know he's alive. Like I don't know why, but it just freaks me out. Like so, like if it's been a while when he's not come seen me, I'll be like I'll just call him like Shazen, and then if he answers, I'm like okay, he's fine.
Yeah.
But I also did put the camera in his room, so if I have to, like I can just like check the camera to see what he's doing.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, man, Maddie's about to turn 2 in March. And I'm like thinking like, man, it'd be nice. Like she definitely can't go up. She can go up the stairs, but I wouldn't trust
Mhm.
her. Coming down and stuff. It's like, man, it just like I was trying to think like maybe around 3 years old. Like,
Yeah, no,
we
but
should be
there's
able to work
definitely
out
been
downstairs, and
there's
she
been times when she's at like 3 years old where like if Shani's watching him and she has to get some work done, she'll just like let him play by himself, and
yeah,
then as long as we can hear him, like that he's still moving and nothing's like happened to him, like he hasn't choked on something or anything.
yeah,
So, but yeah, it's like yeah, it's just little by little, but it's still hard. It never gets easier. Like I
yeah.
still constantly have that in the back of my head. Like, is he alright? Like, is he good? I haven't heard from him in a while.
Well, speaking about your 49ers, like, that's some BS.
No ways.
Like, I don't know what devil you guys freaking paid off or made a deal with, but
Who runs a quarterback draw with 9 seconds left?
like, I yeah, I don't know. I just feel like,
I think
wait, who are you against
the
next?
referees were like, dude, that was the dumbest thing you could have did. You don't deserve to go on. So
Yeah,
we're not gonna help you guys out here.
yeah. Who are you guys going against next?
The LA Rams, bro.
I'm telling you right now, if you beat the Rams and go to the Super Bowl,
It's when we beat the Rams,
you're not gonna beat the Rams,
bro. We've beaten them like 6 times already.
dude. This is the playoffs, bro.
Six in a
Nothing,
row.
nothing that happens, like, this is the playoffs. I'm telling you right now, the freaking Rams had a pretty good game.
Not when they play us. Dude, we're in the same division. You realize that?
That
We're
is true.
in the same division. That's what's crazy. I was like looking at the playoff teams the other
Yeah,
day. Bro, 3 teams out of our division made it in the playoffs.
yeah.
3 out of 4.
Oh man. I mean, I'll be rooting for you guys, but I also want the Rams to win, just because, you know. Well, who's their quarterback? It's
Stafford.
Stafford. I feel like he needs a Super Bowl, man.
Nah, he
You guys
doesn't.
already have a
He
Super Bowl.
doesn't.
You're good.
Jimmy G doesn't have a Super Bowl.
Man, I don't care about Jimmy G. He ain't even gonna be your quarterback next year. Like,
We need to win one with him, and we're gonna win one next year
you guys
with
don't even use him. You guys just run. You're never gonna build past like 10 times. I don't even talk.
Bro,
I could
it'll
build a
be
ball 10
it'll
times.
be cool if it's one of those games where he only throws the ball like 10 times and we win.
Like,
Those are
and
the
at
best
least one of
games.
them is gonna be an interception. He's thrown at least one interception every game. So you just gotta pray that it's not a pick six.
But all he does is win, man. He's just a winner.
Okay.
I seen a stat of his where he's like the most winningest quarterback since like 2018 or something. The
Well,
most winningest.
I don't want to say you guys won against the Cowboys. I felt like the Cowboys are just. We had a very good chance of tying that game up. It's just, what the like. I feel like sometimes, what are you thinking? Like, I feel like I could have called better plays.
I
I
think
play
so.
Madden a lot.
I think
I
Shaden could
feel
have
like
caught better plays at
I'm
that
like,
point.
bro, like, what were you thinking?
That
Like,
was pretty bad play calling.
like, or even just Dak. Like, are you not in the NFL?
Yeah.
Like, how do you not know not to give the freaking ball to the like? I just, oh god, it just made me sick.
But if you think about it, like the way the Niners won those 2 games against Dallas and Green Bay, like it's just destined. It's destined for them. This is their year to
Yeah,
win the Super Bowl.
it definitely is. It would be cool,
They
but I
beat
don't
Green Bay without scoring a single touchdown on offense, dude.
know, dude. I'm telling you
It's
right now,
their year.
even if you beat the Rams, you're gonna have to go against Kansas City, which you don't. You're not gonna be able to compete with Kansas City. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry,
They have their flaws. They're not perfect.
dude. Kansas City is freaking. I'm thinking of just quarterbacks in general.
We've played them 2 years ago, and it was pretty close in the Super Bowl. And it
Yeah,
was
but
close. It was close. And we're a
okay, it
better
was
team
close,
this year.
but they still lost.
We're a better team. We're a better team this year.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel
And
like
they're worse. Kansas City is the
Kansas
worst
City's
team.
gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I
No
feel
way.
like they're just freaking too good.
Not if the Niners make it to the Super
I
Bowl.
just like God, it just makes me sick. Like I was kind of hoping the Bills would go.
I was hoping the Bills would win.
Yeah. But man, Kansas City, man, they're definitely a beast.
Oh, but all the games this weekend were super good.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, can't believe the Super Bowl's already coming.
But I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, what's this important
I
thing
wanted to,
that you also wanted to talk about last week, and we felt like dicks because we had to cancel. I feel like we should wait until Kevin goes on, but at this
it's
rate,
8:20. I don't know if he's making it.
he's 22 minutes late. He said he
Yeah,
was
I
going to be
know.
on 15 minutes. He hasn't texted us,
Yeah,
so I'm assuming he's not. If
yeah.
he comes on, if Kevin, if you watch this later on, if you come on, literally 45 minutes into this episode, you will only have 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of airtime because I'm getting off right after an hour. Like, so just want to let you know.
But this whole COVID-19 is just getting to me.
Wait, what's up? What's this getting to?
So, well, let's just. So Shaden's getting to the point where he's gonna have to go to school, like
Yes.
go to kindergarten.
Yes.
And then, so we tried to enroll him into a dance class.
Yeah.
Recently, and then right now the dance studio is virtual. They do Zoom. So we're like, okay, that's cool. And then but then they're like, oh, when he goes in person, he's gonna have to be fully vaccinated or test every week. And we're like, fully vaccinated. I was like, the kid's like 5 years old. Like, I thought they didn't like need that. And they're like, oh no, we're a fully vaccinated school. I'm like, what the frick?
But wait, this is a dance school, yeah?
A dance school, yeah.
Yeah. You can I mean, you can get angry, but
no, like I get
yeah.
it. Like I get it. Like it's definitely their right. I get that. But I just don't at this point I really just don't understand the reasoning behind all this already. Like I feel like we've let this go on for so long, and they just still don't know what's going on with this. Like
I
it's
think
just
businesses, because they're a business, yeah.
yes.
I think businesses, if I had a business that's taking kids and I'm accepting kids, I'd be hell afraid that one of my kids has COVID. He brings it to my whatever business, gives COVID to some other kids. Those kids take it home, give it to their families or someone, whoever, and they die. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can't sue them for that or anything.
That 100% is a legit thing, but the vaccination is not going to stop that.
True.
A person can be 100% vaccinated, and still that scenario can still happen. Is what I just do not understand already.
But I think if you have the vaccine, there's a lesser chance of you getting it compared to a person that doesn't have the vaccine at all. It's not like 100% chance, obviously, because you can still get it. But if you look at the rate of people getting COVID right now, I think it's still more people that don't have the vaccine that's getting COVID compared to people that
Are you sure?
that has the booster or whatever. Right, babe?
I feel like it's pretty close.
Less people hospitalized.
Yes, hospitalized.
I stand corrected.
Then that's that person's right to not be vaccinated and take those chances. You know what I mean?
But I'm kind of curious though. I never asked you what's your thing about the vaccine.
I'm very pro-choice. Like it's up to me if I want it or don't want it.
Yeah.
And it's up to you if you want it or don't want it. If you want to get the vaccine, then that's fine. That's up to, I'm not saying you're wrong and anything, but I'm just saying like everyone should just have the choice to do what they want to do and put into their body.
I totally agree with that.
So forcing people to put things into their body that no one knows how it's going to affect your body 20 years down the line, you know?
But you know Shazen's going to have to get certain vaccines to go to school.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know that. but those vaccines, I believe, have been used for years and years and years. Like,
Yeah.
we've had those vaccines, and I'm now 33 years old, and I have no side effects from those vaccines.
Yeah.
I'm sure my parents have gotten those vaccines, and they're in their 60s, and they have no side effects from that
Yeah.
vaccine.
That's true.
Now, I just don't want to put the vaccine in my 5-year-old child, and 30 years down the line, it affects him, and something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to
No,
make that choice.
I feel you, man. Especially when you hear those stories of like kids getting those enlarged hearts or whatever.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I
So
know someone personally that's 15 years old that had that happen to them.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just like I get that it's the business is right, but like I just don't understand at this point. I feel like we've been through this for like at least the first year doesn't count. All right, no one knew what was going on the first year. I give everyone that first year to figure it out. But now we're on year 2 of actually having some information, and things just still has not changed. Is the crazy part.
I don't think it's ever gonna change, man. I feel like COVID, it's gonna be honestly, it's gonna be one of those things where I feel like every year, just like the flu shot, you're gonna have to
Oh
get the
yeah,
boost.
that's definitely.
Now, I don't think it's gonna be mandatory by next. I don't think in another
Yeah,
year. I don't think it's gonna be like, oh, you don't have the booster, or if you don't have the vaccine, you can't eat at restaurants. That'd be pretty
that's what I'm
crazy
saying.
a
That's
year
what I'm
later,
saying. Like,
unless some crazy variant comes
uh-huh.
out and it just starts wiping people out again. But yeah, it's just it's hard, man. That's a hard one.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. Hey, Kev, nice to have you on the show. Hopefully, everything's good with your in-laws.
Well, when I say that I have to help, it's more like tech support than anything.
Yeah,
I get that.
So,
Hour.
Tech support.
Like,
so
hey,
it's it's like for some reason everybody thinks that like, oh, because you know how to use an iPhone, they're like, hey, you know how to set up my Wi-Fi, right? Or hey, you know how to set up my Apple TV, right? Or you know how to set up my Chromecast, right?
Bro,
It's
that's
like,
James 100% for me. Like,
dude,
every
yeah,
little thing,
yeah.
I FaceTime James, like, James,
dude,
help me with this thing.
everybody's tech support. Once
It's like
I said I do to Diana's family, I'm the tech support.
yeah, no, that's yes,
Like,
you're the subject matter expert, right?
Yeah, James is my expert for everything. I'm texting pictures like
Chris is the
James.
same thing. Anything wrong with my house? I'm like, bro, you know anything about water heaters? Like, what do I gotta do
Yeah,
water heaters?
that's a fair trade, I think,
Yeah.
right? It's a fair trade.
But yeah, we were just talking about Chris was bringing up a point of just the whole COVID thing, as far as businesses saying that it's for you to get services or whatever. Like, Shazen's wants to take this dance class and it's all virtual, but once it goes online, like in person, you have to be fully vaccinated. So for a 5-year-old, I mean, it's tough.
Oh
'Cause at my
wow,
school, like,
yeah,
all our kids
that
at
is
school aren't
tough.
vaccinated.
What is that? All of your
My
kids at
elementary school,
school?
like, we're not saying. I mean, I don't think the DOE will ever say your kid has to be fully vaccinated with the COVID
Yeah,
vaccine. I
that's
don't think
what I'm
that will ever
saying. Like,
happen.
and
Just because even I forget what vaccine, even certain vaccines, I don't think it's mandatory until like middle school. I don't think they
yeah,
make it mandatory in elementary, but I could be wrong. I know certain ones are, but yeah, it's hard because I don't ever have to make that decision for Maddie.
You're on mute, Chris. Oh,
No,
there you go.
Yeah,
my AirPods, but you don't have to make the decision for Maddie.
yeah, for Maddie because she's not 5 yet.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
and
I mean,
even if they said, oh, now
come sooner or
kids
later.
up to like 2 years old can get it, I'd be like, I would want Maddie to have it because it is protection, but at the same time, I don't know. I would probably have to talk with Diana, and she's
Yeah,
like the doctor in the family for
it's
me.
a tough decision. Like, it's not a very simple decision. So I feel like if it's that hard of a decision for families, like, I feel like you really shouldn't force it onto people.
Yeah.
it's just not that simple of a decision. That's why
Yeah.
it's not as black and white as the government wants to make it seem like.
Yeah.
But and even with that though, even beyond that, like going back to the Shaden's gonna start school, even that is like a tough decision for me. Like with the numbers going up and everything, like I just don't know.
Do we get letters sent out every day?
I
I
know.
get an email every day saying it's like the basic template letter, and all they do is change numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, today we had 6 students that got COVID and 2 staff members. Just want to let you know we're doing blah 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 blah. Check
Yeah.
these guidelines. And every day I just delete it. I
Yeah.
don't care unless they tell me I'm in close contact. Like I don't care about whatever. This is
Yeah.
just every day.
Because even some of my friends that their kids are in elementary school, I asked them to recently just because my thought process now is Shazen will have to sign up for kindergarten soon.
Yeah.
So I asked people and they said the same thing. Like, yeah, every day, bro. It's just every single day they get notices. Oh, another case. Oh, another case. And it's
We
just
had to
like,
actually shut down 3 whole classrooms because it was the outbreak was so bad in the classroom in itself in close contact. Like we
mhm,
told everyone in that kindergarten class, like, hey, just don't come to school. Like
mhm.
quarantine yourself. And they had online learning for whatever 5 or whatever days.
And that's the thing that kind of makes me feel better is I feel like the schools are overly protective about it,
Yeah.
where they're sending kids home for like any mild symptoms. Like it's not even like symptoms of COVID. Like
Yeah.
I personally know my friend's daughter had like a runny nose, and they sent her home and said, "Oh, she can't come back to school until she tests negative." And
Yeah.
they're like, "That's not even a symptom of COVID, but whatever." Like so, like that makes me reassured of it, I guess. But it's still like a thought, like man,
Yeah.
it's because like I said, I don't go into we don't go into restaurants. Like we go to malls at off hours. Like I try to get off early during the week, and we try to go to the mall and stuff. And we try to do things when people at work. Like on the weekends, we don't go out at all. It's
Yeah.
like so it's like sending him to school with like hundreds of other
All these
kids.
random people,
It's like
dude,
man,
recess, dude.
bro,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Especially kindergarten. Kindergarten, man, they're nasty, dude.
Yeah, and
Kids rub
they're
their nose,
kids. Like
touch
I get
everything, put
it.
their fingers in
I
their
get
mouth.
they're
Like
kids.
they are nasty.
The good thing we have going for us is Shazen 100% does not bother him wearing his mask.
Oh,
So
that's
like
good.
he'll wear it. I know he'll wear it, and it won't bother him. Because there'll be times when we'll be at the store, he has a mask on, and we'll get in the car to go to another store, and he'll leave it on. I'm like, dude, just take the freaking thing off. You're making me feel weird, bro. Just take off your mask.
Dude, our dentist, our Keiki dentist, we have to have Maddie wear masks at 2 to come
Yeah,
into the dental office.
yeah,
I'm like, at 2?
yeah,
Like, Maddie turns 2 in March. Like, dude, there's no way she's gonna have that mask on her face.
yeah. It's
I'm
hard,
like,
bro.
and then it's kind of funny because I'm like, okay, you want them to have a mask on their face, but they're gonna come inside your office and you're gonna take off the mask and look inside their mouth.
That's
Like,
what I'm
I don't
saying,
understand
bro.
the logic. And it's only usually us in the room, so it's not like
Yeah,
protect. Like, I don't understand.
that's what I'm saying. Like some stuff does
It's
not
two.
make sense to me,
Like,
bro.
I was like, oh, whatever. I'm like,
Like
that's
certain
People,
policies just do not make any sense to me. Like I don't. If you can tell me like a reason that makes sense, then I'd understand. But like you said, she's only gonna go in there, take it off for them to work on her mouth. Like
yeah,
it just doesn't. And for me, it just doesn't make sense at this point. And it's like, dude, we're like I said, 2 years into this, and we're still making like crazy things like this.
very true, man.
um, so one of these coworkers, I don't know how it's so weird. One of these coworkers' daughter's baby caught COVID,
Hmm.
and I think so the baby caught it from the mom, and then like I think the baby had to go on a respirator or something like that
Yeah,
because that's how bad it was, and and once Dee like heard about that, she's like, oh, that's it. We gotta be super cautious now.
Yeah.
But it's really to the point where I think we talked about this in the last episode, but you know, like you're gonna catch it, like
Mhm.
regardless,
Mhm.
regardless. Like it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, and it's really like you. It's gonna come to the point where you're just gonna see how your body reacts to it,
Yes.
because that's the only the really way, right? Like,
Mhm.
I mean, it's gonna be different if you have the vaccine, obviously. But then also it could be like, even if you're not vaccinated, it could still react like very not as severe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
Mild
just
symptoms.
depends. Yeah, it just depends on.
It really just depends on the person, I feel like,
Mhm.
because I know of a person that is extremely overweight, unvaccinated, got COVID, and he's fine. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what in the world? Like, this dude can barely walk up the stairs without breathing heavy. And when he gets up to the top of the stairs, he has to sit down and take a break.
Yeah.
And it's that bad. But he got COVID and he's fine. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then you've
And
heard stories where it's like very fit people.
yes, like
And
I
they
know another guy who's fully vaccinated, who's fit, who's healthy. Like he goes hiking and hunting, and he like packs all his deer meat and walks it down the mountains and like camps out there for weekends to hunt. He got COVID, bro. That dude got blood clots from COVID and got stroke. I got a stroke and has to get like surgery to get the blood clots out. And he's
Yeah.
fully vaccinated, so it's like it's just crazy.
Yeah,
So it's like it just doesn't
you
make
just don't know.
any sense. Yeah, that's what's crazy.
Yeah.
You
But
just
I
don't
mean,
know.
like I said, man, within a year, yeah, man, I can't.
But we've said that though. I feel like we've said that. Like we've
Yeah.
every year we've been saying that. Like,
But at
hey,
least
they figure it out.
the state hasn't locked down. That's a
That's
good
true.
note,
That's true. That's true.
because
That's
I
true.
seriously thought they were gonna lock us down. When it was going into like the thousands,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, if it keeps on this trend, they're gonna lock everything down. But this new mayor didn't. So I was like, all right, at least
Well,
I think he realizes, like, look, we can't just keep locking down every freaking time cases go. Like, it's
look at all the other states. All the other states are like open,
Are they
yeah,
open for real? Yeah.
and so it's like Hawaii is really the last state that has all these restrictions.
Really?
yeah.
I haven't really
Mhm.
looked up the other states. I know the big states like Texas and Florida. Everyone talks about have like no restrictions, but
They're the wild, wild west, man.
yeah.
You don't talk to them, man. They got open carry over there.
And really, it's I think it's like a personal choice, right? Like, if you if you go out and you do things, like, you're choosing to do that,
Yeah, it's at your
you're
discretion. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like, if you're putting yourself at risk, or I don't say at risk, but like,
I mean,
you're
technically, you can
you're
say it's
getting
a
a
risk.
higher chance of possibly contracting the virus by going out and doing whatever. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, the safest thing to do is just stay home.
Yeah. So do you
Uh,
think? Do you think like by the end of the year they'll take away the vaccine mandates for like restaurants and indoor places?
it's hard to say, man.
Dude, I think so, man. It's dude, a year? Come on, man. Like I said, if we don't get any outbreaks, like in another year, I'm gonna have to get another booster shot. I mean, it's like, come on, it's just not gonna be the flu shot.
Is it a year or is it
Gonna,
6 months? I think isn't it 6 months? No,
yeah, 6 months is kind of crazy. I don't know
6 months.
if I'll get it every 6 months,
I
but
think it's 6 months though.
yeah. But I'm pretty sure the military is gonna make you get it every year.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, they haven't made it mandatory for you to get the booster yet, but I
I
don't
don't
think the
know.
military's had like crazy outbreaks or anything.
All I know is, if you got the anthrax shot, you're good.
Dude, if you got the anthrax, you should get disability.
I'm just.
I
It's
guarantee
just.
that anthrax
No,
shot.
you know why? It actually scars you.
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah.
That's why I don't get no shots.
Yeah.
I'm all natural, guys.
You're all natural. I did have a question. I'm glad all you guys are here. And this is a question for married people. Nothing with kids or anything like that. So my question for you guys is,
Yes, I love my wife.
obviously, bro, kudos. I love my wife too, Diana. What are your guys' like? How do you like? Obviously, right now it's kind of hard because COVID, but I want to see your guys' take on like, how do you find time in your busy schedules with work, with especially now, Kevin, you guys have a kid and you guys are newly married too, so I'm gonna be kind of it's gonna be interesting to hear your take and then Chris's, because Chris has been married the longest out of all of us, on how to like find time for just you guys without the baby. You know, like date night and stuff like that. You know, like those kind of things keep your marriage like not going. I want to say because it's going regardless, but like you
I
know,
think I honestly think that's a pretty good question, and I feel like a lot of it is just communication, because I feel like the answer could be different for each person. So for me personally, that those alone times for me can be anything from, and I've enjoyed these alone times with her since we were like before, like since we were dating before we were married. But like when we go on car rides, like when we go to the mall or whatever, we don't listen to the radio. It's just we talk. That's when we talk, and we just kind of like conversate and stuff like that at that time. Or at dinner time, like we won't have TV. We'll talk over there. And for me, that's what I enjoy. But it could be different for Shani. Like for her, she enjoys more like alone time with just me and her at dinner without shades and stuff like that.
yeah.
So and then I think it's just communicating. Like when she feels like she needs that alone time, she'll let me know for sure. And we just have to like we'll literally schedule it in our day, like almost like a business. Like we'll just block off a certain amount of time and just make it happen.
Okay.
Was it my turn now?
You better have the best answer, Kevin, because you guys have been married for like a month. You're still in the honeymoon stage. You
Still honeymoon.
giving her rose baths and all kinds of.
No,
crazy.
we actually had our first anniversary.
That's right. It has been a year. That
our
is
first
right.
anniversary this month.
That's right. January.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you don't have to do those stuff.
Okay,
I love you, Diana.
okay, so when we first had baby, you know, like I want to say like the first 3 months, like about almost like 2 to 3 months. You know, like everything was just baby. And then finally when like me and Dee started going back to work, you know, we had this schedule with her parents and then her auntie and uncle, to the point where, you know, they watch him Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, you know, obviously he's with us. But on one of those nights that they watch him, we try to have him sleep over, so that whatever that night is, that's from me and D. So I mean, whatever we want to do, like if we want to go watch a movie, you know, if we want to go have dinner, or if we want to just stay home and, you know, just do nothing, like catch up on sleep or whatever. That's what that we have one night a week saved for that.
Nice, dude. Maddie, she's never slept anywhere really overnight except with us.
Oh yeah.
And it's hard because I'm like, man, if her parent like, yeah, and it's hard too because her parents watches her all day. Yeah.
Well, you know, see, so the funny thing is, Finn actually sleeps longer at my in-laws.
Really?
At our house. Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, we're there are a lot of times we're like, okay, we just leave him here, and then we don't. But
yeah, because sometimes I'm just like, oh man, it's gonna be so nice when we can actually have like a babysitter to watch Maddie, and we can go out, and but it's just, yeah, it's hard, man. Maddie, it's like anything we do, it's like we can't do anything late because we have to either when she stays with her in-laws, like we still got to pick her up. And then if she is sleeping, we got to pick her up when she's sleeping. We don't want to wake her up. She's gonna be grumpy, and we don't know how she's gonna react if she wakes up and it's like we're not there. Like, oh, she's gonna be like, what the freak?
Oh yeah.
But I think you have to like. I think at that point you have to just take it as it is. Like Shazen hasn't slept over at anyone's house either, and he's like
Yeah,
5. Dude, this kid can't even sleep in the other room with his
yeah,
grandma. Like Shani's mom will sleep over at the house
yeah,
and sleep in the guest room. Shazen can't even sleep in the guest room with her. Like he'll have to come in the room.
yeah,
But I mean, there was times when Shazen was young, like he was. I don't even know if he was like a year, or he might have been like a year and a half or something. But on Kevin had a, I don't know if you want to call it a going away at the karaoke bar.
Oh
Kevin,
yeah.
you remember?
Yep.
And so like we sent Shazen, we dropped him off to, I think it was my in-laws, and we just like let him, we just left him there, and we went out till as late, like we were planning on like letting him fall asleep and stuff,
yeah,
but it got to the point where he like, I think he was like crying for like an hour and a half straight, and they couldn't get him to stop crying,
yeah,
so we're like, shit, I guess it's time for us to go. And so,
yeah,
we left and we had to go do a thing, but it was still like late. It wasn't
Oh,
like super early. But
yeah,
I feel like you just gotta like just make it happen. And they'll cry, they'll be sad for a second, but it's not gonna traumatize them.
yeah.
But
We're lucky. We're lucky because he's still young. He's like he just turned 4 months this month. So
yeah,
um and like literally he's like a gypsy. I mean, so he goes to the auntie's house like on Monday, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, he goes to the in-laws, and then on Friday he goes back to the auntie's house.
yeah,
And um, you know, and every day we pick him up, except for that one night, that he sleeps over. But
yeah,
yeah, every night we pick him up. So I mean, he probably spends. Well, I don't want to say he spends more time in the car than anything else, but yeah, he's always moving. So
yeah,
I don't say he's used to it, but it, sometimes it seems like he is.
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, and we, of course, we want to raise him. I don't want to say like independent, but we don't want him to rely, be like, have separation issues,
yeah,
like
Hmm.
oh, mom and dad's not here, so I'm scared. You know, we want him to, if or depending who he's with, right? Like if he's with family, we want him to feel comfortable.
yeah,
If he's with anyone that's close to us, we want him to feel comfortable. And then if he's around people that he don't know, then that's where then he can feel like anxious. But other than
yeah,
that, because like especially Hawaii, like um, in- whenever you go to like a family member's house or somebody else's house, and it's like the first thing you do, you gotta say, hey, make sure you go say hi to everyone.
yeah,
Like you go to each person, either you give them a hug, a kiss, a handshake, a dap or whatever. You just make sure you acknowledge them and saying, hi, yeah, it's good to see you again,
yeah,
and that's it. So we definitely, me and D, we're used to that, so definitely want him to be raised like that. So we want him to feel comfortable around everyone.
yeah,
So as far as like the sleeping side, like for like D, she kind of, it's hard for her to sleep by herself. She cannot sleep by herself. She
hmm,
has to have, she got to sleep with somebody. Like me, I don't care. I can sleep anywhere. But
yeah,
so we want Finn to be able to sleep wherever, as he gets older. So
yeah. And it's hard too because at her in-laws, like Maddie sleeps in a whole separate room, and there's like no camera or anything in there. So that means if she goes spend the night at my in-laws, like her mom or her dad has to sleep on the floor in that other room because the bed's a twin. So
Mm.
and it's just a mattress on the ground. So we don't want her to fall off. Yeah. So it's like, oh, she sleeps on the mattress. It's on the floor. So if she falls off, it's like, it's not going to hurt her.
mhm.
So it's like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like creative ways. I'm like, okay, how can I have, like, honestly, me and Diana, we've probably went on like one date in like over a year, and it was a lunch date, and it was because we were on errands. It just kind of happened like, dude, we're running errands. We dropped Maddie off. Let's have a lunch date, and we went to Ichirike, which was like awesome because we haven't been there in like forever. And Ichirike is not something that you can take out. You know, I was like, oh, let's order Ichirike, and if we do that, we might as well just do it at home. Like, just get the broth and we'll freaking cook it ourselves. Like, that's what you're doing. So, just trying to think of ways on. Like,
I would recommend. Yeah, I mean, at least one night. You know, have her sleep at the in-laws.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Because you gotta try.
Well, because I can't tell her parents to be like, hey, you're gonna watch Maddie. Literally, her parents come to our house like 6 o'clock in the morning, picks her up.
Why don't you guys do like a Saturday? Just drop her off at your in-laws, and instead of staying there at the party, you guys can just go and do what you guys want to do. I was thinking
that, so I told her that could be a thing where we'd have to drop her off at the shop because they don't close till 6. So I'd have to drop her off, and then we go on our date and then pick her up on the way home. But it wouldn't be like I couldn't do it every week like that.
No,
I wouldn't want to. I don't want to say a burden, but dude, Maddie's draining, man. You're gonna realize, Finley.
I think you say that. I don't think she's draining for Diana.
Dude,
I think it's just like
Diana. She's draining for Diana as well.
I think you're just a whiner, James. You're just a downer.
You lucky
Debbie Downer.
You lucky Diana's not on the couch right now. She went upstairs to go to sleep. But I guarantee you right now, Diana will vouch for me. Maddie.
Oh, she's behind of you shaking your head. Diana's like, no, she's not draining.
Definitely not. She's draining, man. Maddie, I would love for you to watch Maddie for a day. I wouldn't want that.
Easy, bro.
Dude, just because you watched her just because you watched her for a couple hours, I heard you just held her. You just held her on the couch. That's easy peasy. Finley, you just hold him. Easy peasy. Man, done.
Oh, I feel like you could let Maddie be self-sufficient a little bit.
No, I'm telling you right now. Once Finley can walk, it's a game changer.
I cannot wait.
Don't shut your mouth, Kevin. You shut.
I can't wait because Kevin's gonna go back and look at this episode and he's gonna be like, "Bro, I don't know what James is talking about."
I said the same thing, Kevin. Dude. It's gonna be so cute when. Dude, you better childproof everything in your house.
I think you
make
it harder than it is, James.
Like when they can, oh my god! Like
I think you're just like I think you're over paranoid.
No, I used to say I can't wait till Maddie can start like talking.
You're like a helicopter dad. I think you're the helicopter.
I don't even say that anymore because I'm afraid. I don't want to hear the stuff that's gonna come out of her mouth. Like she's gonna say some crazy stuff, and I'll be like, "Why would you say that?" Like, why would you like? I hate you, Dad. Like,
I think you overcomplicate things, James. I think you over analyze, and I think you.
And Maddie assaults me. You laugh, dude. She can hit pretty hard, man. She has that open palm, and I'll just be laying down, and she has the audacity. She doesn't even hit me on my shirt. She'll lift up my shirt and slap me right on my gut, and I don't even catch it sometimes. I'm just kind of like laying there, just kind of. Relaxing, and then all of a sudden my shirt lifts up and it's already too late. That's the hands coming down already. Boom! And I'm like, oh. And she just now starts to say, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's legit because she only says it when I tell her to say it. So it's not like she hits me, I'm sorry. I'm like, Maddie, say you're sorry. Sorry. And she hits me again. She thinks it's because she said it's sorry. She can
Sour Patch Kid. She's a Sour Patch Kid. She's
I'm like,
sour and she's
Maddie, I think I'm teaching you the wrong behavior. You can't go to elementary and start hitting people and say it's okay because Dad, I said I'm sorry. I said sorry 5 times, so I hit him 5 times. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how society works. Okay? But yeah, she's just man, I don't know.
No, you're over. I think you're draining her. I think Maddie told me once, like, man, my dad is so
wish
draining.
I could train her. Then she'd go to sleep fast. But dude, it's
She said, my dad doesn't let me eat with my hands. He doesn't let me be messy. He doesn't let me be a child.
Dude, I'm in the military. I've had pretty long days. And having a day off, I've never worked so hard being off Because I have
Bro,
Maddie from the moment she wakes up till the time Maddie or Diana comes home. Like, oh my god,
you're
I don't
doing
know.
it wrong, James. You're doing it wrong.
I
No,
might.
no, trust me, James. I totally feel you. Okay, because like, I mean, literally every week we wake up, get him ready to go to the in-laws, and then like we both work, and then after we finish work, we pick him up, and then bring him home, and then do the same thing every day till the weekend, and then the weekend, we just watch him the whole time. So like essentially, we don't really have any time off, and so it's like if even if we have like things that we need to do in the house, like clean or wash clothes or anything like that, it's got to be done on the weekend. But
Yeah.
on the weekend, you're tired. You're just trying to catch up to what happened in the week,
Yeah.
right? So I know what you're dealing with.
Dude.
No,
And
man.
speaking of it, like,
I take Shazen outside, I put him in the doghouse, and then I can just go inside and do whatever I want to do.
dude, Shazen's
I
5,
can't
bro.
do that. I can't
Yeah,
wait to.
obviously, yeah, I can't wait to be like Maddie. Hey, there's a hose. Go play.
Bro,
Yeah.
even when he was younger, I'll just be like, just go inside the room and don't kill yourself for a little while. And
If Maddie
I'll
had a
come get-
helmet, I totally would. Like Maddie, I think she's invincible. She doesn't understand how big her head is, and she's just freaking all like. I'm just like,
bro,
dude. Oh my god, dude. She freaking. Dude, here's a story. I told her to kiss me. I was like, give daddy a kiss. Man, I didn't see it coming. I should have, because I have the big head. She came in for a kiss. She freaking head butted me right in the nose. And it hurts, dude. It hurts so bad. And I'm not over exaggerating. Like,
No,
I felt
I
like she
believe you.
broke my nose.
they
But
have
thank
heavy
God
head,
she
that's
didn't.
why.
And she didn't even flinch. She laughed at me. She was just like, boom. I'm like, I freaking fell to the ground. And she just started laughing. I'm like, it's not funny. I was like, dude, that freaking hurt. I'm just like, and she had a big old red spot on her forehead. I'm like, yeah, Maddie, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty sure Chris is laughing at me because he was where I was.
No ways, bro.
No way.
I think I was total opposite though, where I've let him do so much stuff. Bro, he's literally had cuts through his eyelids.
But
Like,
see, I don't know if you would have done the same if Shazen was a girl.
I mean,
Would
that's
you have
true,
raised the same way?
but I don't think it would have been as bad
I don't know.
as you're making it. I think it
I
would
feel
have been
like
like a little bit in the middle.
I feel like there's that stigma. I feel like if Maddie was a boy, I wouldn't be as like, oh, like, but having a girl, I don't know. It's just something about like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
James, it's 2022. You need to raise a strong, equal woman. Like, you can't,
Dude, I don't even
women's rights, James. You have to stand up for
I
women's
don't
rights.
even
Like,
see Maddie as a woman right
yeah,
now. I see her as a baby that poops in my hand.
you have to raise her to be a strong, independent woman. Like, you can't raise her to be dependent on another man, James.
No, I'm not raising her to be dependent on it. Dude, did I tell you about her slide story? I don't know if I
No,
told you.
no.
Oh my god. This was my first oh shit moment. Like, so we're at the park and there's this slide. So you walk up these steps up to the slide and you slide down. And like on the side of the stairs, it's just these rails. So you can like literally fall through these rails. So I always watch her going up. I'm like protecting her. So she walks up these stairs and then she slides down. So I'm like, yeah, you're freaking grown up. She comes back around, goes up the stairs, and as she gets to the top, I'm like, oh, she's about to slide down. I literally turn to the right to see like, oh, she's coming down, and I notice she's going the opposite. So I don't know what she did, but she's like going this way.
Took
I'm
a
like,
detour.
oh shit! So I run to the other side and try to catch her, but I was too late.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
literally, she like twisted her body because she was falling obviously down these stairs,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of catch her to brace the fall a little bit, but I know she hit something. I don't know
Yeah,
what, if she hit the rail, she hit the stairs,
yeah.
and Diana's like across the park. She's across the park and she sees me, and I'm like, oh. So I have two oh shit moments. Like, oh shit, Diana just saw this,
Yeah.
and oh shit, Maddie just fell down some steps on the slide, and she didn't cry. So I was like, oh, she's good. And then she looks at me and she's like, ah! I'm like, oh shit. And I wouldn't have freaked out as much, except I saw blood. I'm like, damn, she must have hit something pretty hard. So she had a little blood on her lip, and I'm like, oh man. So I'm trying to hold, but she's not letting me, obviously. Diana's coming over. I'm like, oh shit, Diana sees this. I can't let her see this blood. She sees the blood. She was cool about it. Yeah, and then Maddie, she cried a little bit. She wanted mommy. She didn't want anything to do with me. And then like 2 minutes later, she's like, put me down. I want to go play. And then she was fine. But yeah, that was my old shit moment. I was like, damn, man. She fell. And I was like, damn.
You always just gotta think back to the moment. I don't think you guys were there that day, but that day at Zeus, Kelly Cheatham dropped the bar on top of
I remember that. I didn't see it, but I remember that.
No, I was there that day. So she drops the bar on his head, okay? They take him to go get stitches. Bro, they come back and they finish their workout and the kid is in stitches. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be that fucking parent, bro.
Yeah, that's
like,
dude.
My kid gets hurt, I'm gonna be like, all right, we'll fix it, and then you fucking sit there.
Okay, first of all, that's the Cheatums.
Bro,
I feel like every month
you have to strive to be like that.
Someone like they're
I feel like that's a normal childhood. Like that's what you have to. I feel like people nowadays are too soft. Like you need to
I don't know
like
what
that.
you call normal, Chris. I have never broken a bone in my whole body. So are you saying lived. I'm not normal? Because breaking bones is not a normal childhood. Yes,
bro, everyone needs that cast so you can sign it. Like people like want to sign that cast and like it's a bonding moment with you and your friends.
Falling off your bike is normal. You breaking your arm is not normal.
It's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage.
I hope Maddie never breaks any bone in her body.
I mean, I hope Shaden doesn't either, but still, like if it does happen, like I'm not gonna baby him. Like he's gonna, you know.
But also the Cheatums, they have what, like 5 kids?
Yeah.
I feel like after 2 or 3 kids, you don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll have come on, dude. Like,
but that's what I strive to be, though. Like that's what I strive to be. Like,
talk to your first kid, you're like, oh shit, poop's freaking green. What's going on? Like, you're like on freaking alert mode. You're looking up freaking Google, like, fuck, this shit. Is she supposed to pee every 2 hours? Like, what's going on? You're looking up all kinds of shit. And then you ask any parent that has a second kid, third kid, you're like, fuck it, whatever.
I think I'm just different. I think I'm just different.
Third kid, you're a little bit more worried. Fourth kid, oh man, I feel sorry for the fourth kid. You're fucked. Like,
I think I'm just different then, because even like with Shaden, like he'll fall down, hit his head, get a bump, and China's like, let's take him to the ER. I'm like, fuck, we're not going to the ER. Like he's fine. It's just a bump. Like just let him ice it and chill, and he's fine.
That's funny.
She wants to go to the ER every time, and I never want to go to the ER for anything. I'm like, no, he's fine. Like a big gash on his eyelid, and he's like bleeding, gushing blood. I'm like, no, he's fine. Like we'll just band-aid it up.
What the freak, Chris?
I just don't want to go to the ER. Like I don't know. Like that's why I said I think it's different. I think I'm just different.
You are definitely different, Chris. You're not normal.
I'm not.
If Maddie has a gash on her eye and it's bleeding,
bro, I was trying to find the picture for the longest time. I'll find the picture for next time. But yeah, Shazen literally had a gash on his eyelid, a huge gash on his eyelid, and I was like, nah, we're not going to the ER. There was a couple times when he's had gashes. I'm like, nah, we won't go to the ER.
I'm kind of curious, Kevin. What are you? I'm trying to see where on the spectrum you are. Are you on Chris spectrum, James? You can't say middle either. Fuck that. You're not middle. You're either Chris or you're James. So you gotta choose. If Finley had a fucking gash on his freaking eye and it's bleeding, are you going to the ER or you're like, nah, fuck it?
And I'm not over exaggerating, bro. It was a gash. If I can find this picture, it was literally a gash and it's bleeding out his eyelid.
What is your answer, Kevin? No cop outs.
Wait. Do you wanted me to show you guys this?
Whoa, what is that?
Gao. You know what Gao is?
Gao. No.
Yeah, it's Chinese, right?
Yeah, it's Chinese.
Okay. Like New Year's kind of thing. I think it's for Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year? Oh, Dad's parents might make something like that because we're doing something tomorrow for Chinese.
Is it Chinese New Year's? Is it?
Yeah. I think Chinese New Year's is Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday next week. Yeah.
But anyways, getting back to the question at hand, I would
Kevin, this is not a freaking hard.
No,
answer.
okay. Like, yes, I'll take him to the I'll take him to the clinic or something. You know.
Really? Like, I don't think so, though.
No, like like how you said, right? The Cheethams, right? They took him to the hospital, got stitched up, and good to go. I do the same exact thing.
So you're telling me if Finley had a freaking huge gash on his eye at Zeus, you're gonna leave Zeus, get him stitches, and come right back and finish your workout? You're not gonna be like, hey, let's just go home. Don't freaking lie, Kevin. Don't lie, because you're not a cheater, bro. I know you, Kevin.
Okay, hold on. First things first. And once that happened, and if he got all stitched up and stuff, I wouldn't go back. I'd be like, I would be like, yeah, I was done with the wad like 5 minutes before that.
I had a good workout. I sweat. I'm good.
You're like, yeah, but that was just a warm up. Exactly. I was done already.
I'm good. Yeah, my heart was racing when he got cut. That's the same thing, right? Your heart pumps. That's kind of like exercising. More blood through your body. I'm good.
Oh no, we're just doing the weightlifting part. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did the warm up weightlifting. I'm good. I can come back. Lesson learned. Don't bring my child to or I mean, if I'm going to bring them, make sure that they're not in the area where people are lifting heavy weights and barbells. So, but yeah, I wouldn't do what Chris would do, but
you're hardcore, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you babysit Maddie, she gets cut, you're taking her to the ER. I don't want to come pick her up and I'm like, why do you have a Band-Aid on your eye? Oh, Uncle Chris said it's okay. I just put a Band-Aid. I'm like, let me open that damn Band-Aid. And if I see a big old gash and she's bleeding, first I'm gonna pass out because I can't see a lot of blood. I'll be like, Chris, I told you, take me to the ER because I think I'm cut somewhere. Let's go. We're all ER party right now. We're all going.
Oh, I see. He's trying to bring it up. Are you gonna show?
I know.
Are you gonna show us?
I'm trying to.
Dude, is it bad? I'm not good with blood, bro.
No, I don't see. It doesn't look like it.
But... Oh, it stopped the bleeding at this point, but
okay, so it's just like this.
And how old is he? How old is he at this?
It was just before his second birthday. That was the thing.
It's like Maddie.
It's like a couple days before his second birthday.
It's pretty. He's pretty. Oh my god, dude!
Can you see it?
Isn't that bad?
Yeah, actually, that's not that bad. I wouldn't take Maddie for the ER for that either.
Gushing blood though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess it just depends. If it's gushing.
Yeah.
When I look at that, it doesn't look as bad.
No, yeah, that's after I cleaned it and everything.
Carrie from the freaking horror movie, and he's just covered in blood, like he's a UFC fighter.
Because what he did is he fell off of the bench thing, and you know how the squat racks have the corner of the stuff.
Yeah.
So he fell and hit the corner of the squat rack, like dead straight on it, and I was just like, and I did this. I was the one watching him at the time. I was like, fuck.
I'm just so worried, Maddie.
I was the responsible one at the time.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
Dude, when Maddie runs, I'm just waiting for her to freaking eat it.
Yeah.
And just freaking her chin just cock, teeth fall out. Like she runs with just her body like in the front. I'm just like, Maddie, like that just doesn't look aerodynamic at all. and I have to run with her. And she thinks I'm playing with her. She like runs faster. I'm like, stop running faster. I'm trying to make sure you don't freaking fall and try to catch you. You're tiring me out. We're supposed to have a nice little walk at night, and I'm freaking sweating when I get home. But, oh, man. Dude. Good talk, guys. It's always good times talking with you guys. This February, I'll try to see if I can make it, but I'm in Maui for a whole month.
They got Wi-Fi in Maui?
I have training. It's like
They've got Wi-Fi in Maui.
they do, but man, so this training, I
We're in
thought,
the same time zone.
yeah, this is the Air Force in me. Freaking, I thought I was entitled. Like, dude, I'm an officer, man. They're gonna put me up in a hotel. I'm in training. Nope, I am not gonna be in a hotel. I am gonna be in this little. It's like a storage compartment that they converted into a room. It has AC. Hopefully, it works. I'm sure it works. But I will be in there, so there's definitely no Wi-Fi in there. I feel like Maui in itself, it's hard for me to find Wi-Fi because I have freaking T-Mobile and they suck. So
You can
I
do it
will
from your
try.
phone. You can do it
I
from
will
your phone.
try to do it with my phone or see if I can maybe take a hotspot out there for my school or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we'll try to plan something. But yeah, I'll be in Maui until I think like the 28th or so. We'll see. Yeah, but you guys have a good night. I'll be watching the San Francisco game. Texting me.
Yes, it's Niners, baby. Let's go. We're in it.
You suck. I don't know how they won again with the field goal.
But just all we do is
Field goal.
win, baby.
Pretty much the MVP of your whole team. The field goal kicker.
Our offense doesn't even score touchdowns. We just win.
You know that the Cowboys. That hurts. It's gonna take me a couple of years to get over that. It's just freaking. This is supposed to be our year to at least win one damn playoff game.
You guys should be used to it. You guys had Tony Romo who couldn't even catch a freaking.
That's true.
Tony Romo. Field goal. He fumbled the field goal snap. So
yeah, dude.
You guys are.
I have a great story about that, by the way, but I will tell you guys that next time because we're going over time, and I'm freaking hella tired. I gotta freaking get some sleep. For early beach morning tomorrow.
Where are you guys going?
We're gonna go Colina. I think they open up at 7. Yeah.
They might be
open up at 7. We'll see. But yeah, we're trying to get there early, so we both don't like the sun. So we just get there.
We've been to. It's just so much easier for us to just go to a bush right here. We literally just ride our bikes down to the beach, even though it's like.
Wait, which beach?
Bush. It's like not as nice. But it's like in the.
But is it flat? As long as there's flat sand.
I mean, it's not flat. It's not like Colina, but it's like sand. And there's like sand. There's like small little coves the kids can play in.
Oh, see, that's nice.
But it's not Colina, but it's just so much closer. Like we can ride our bikes there in like 10, 15 minutes.
Nice.
So we've been going there lately.
We gotta I literally packed everything. It's literally like a field trip. Packed everything, and we're gonna spend some time over there in the morning. But we'll see.
That's cool.
Yeah, we need to get out of the house. I was like I told you, I was trying to do more like family things. I feel like we can get so sidetracked and just doing the mundane, like pick up the kids, bring her home, just go through the motions throughout the week. And I just want to really tell myself, like, hey, like, no, you need to, spend some time as a family and not just be home and do stuff. Like, it doesn't have to be
you guys need to get bikes, man. That's because that's what we do. Like we ride, we just go ride our bikes around.
But once Maddie can actually get on a bike, like, because I don't want.
She doesn't. He packs with me. Like you don't.
I know, but Maddie, I don't want to. Man, I don't want to pull her. I'm freaking lazy. Like she can pull her own weight. I was gonna be like, get her one of those little trailers on her. I'm like, I'm not gonna drag her around. Like, what does this look like? You need to get your own bike. And I don't want to put her in the front because I don't trust my driving. If I fall, I don't want her to get hurt because of me. So look, you're gonna get training wheels, and then we're gonna head on out of here. But yeah.
All right.
You guys enjoy your weekend.
I will. If the Niners win, I'll enjoy it a lot.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, don't remind me, Kim.
Wait, Kev, who's your team?
I'm guessing it's the Patriots.
What? You guys don't know? Of course you guys know my team.
Kev is not the Patriots. I know he does. No, Patriots is not his team.
You guys really forgot who my team is?
No, but yes.
It's Tennessee.
Oh, that's right. Tennessee.
Oh, I'm gonna have to hear that story because why the freaking Tennessee Titans, man? But
yeah,
okay,
it's not because of Marcus Mariota. I tell you, it's definitely not because of him.
Okay,
But
All right,
anyway, I know how you feel, James. Well, not really, but I know how you feel.
Dude, yeah. Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, shits.
Later.